Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online. So, William, hey.
Yeah.
So in Mythic Quest, alright?
I swear to God, no! I've been keeping in the other mainline one. God damn it.
Here's the best part. Due to the way that videos and the schedules upload, this is gonna come up before we talk about us teasing this, what we're about to talk about.
So, wait, no one's gonna know what we're talking about.
Hey, so in order to understand the main story, be sure to watch our spin-off prequel that is a spin-off to a different series, alright?
God damn it.
So Mythic Quest is a good show and everything. I like it. All right, the characters are great. It's by the people who did it's Rob. How do you pronounce his last name?
Rob Schneider.
Mac L Henny. Mac.
Fuck. Now I can't fucking say it either. I used to know. Fucking Mac L. Mac. Ugh. Fuck. All right, I blame you, Austin.
Yeah. Okay, basically, Mac from It's Always Sunny is the producer writer with Charlie Day in that show. It's a really good show, okay? But in the mid-season, they do a complete standalone episode that isn't related to the main show's plot, and it is really good. Like that episode, this spin-off, this standalone episode, is honestly one of the best things I've seen because it's really good.
What is Mythic Quest anyway?
It's basically a show about a bunch of people who work on a video game. They're in game development. Mac is basically the boss. You have some other people in there. You have and you follow the main cast of like a programmer, the head of the VP, a writer. It's a pretty good show. But basically episode 5, A Dark Quiet Death, is really good. Like you could legitimately you don't even have to watch the main series, and you can just watch that series. That episode as a standalone because that's the whole point of that episode because it's a standalone episode, and it's like one of the best. That standalone, it's really good. It's one of the best things I've seen in television in recent years.
All right, what was this called?
The show or the episode? A Dark Quiet Death. Oh, William's typing it out.
Yeah.
All right. Hey. Oh, all right, wait, are you typing up our weekly unnamed discussion series about Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger? A weekly discussion series where I, Austin, a person with years of knowledge of tokusatsu and Super Sentai, join every my friend William, that's you, a person with no knowledge of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, as we discuss the latest Super Sentai season, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. Hey, welcome to episode 13, Recycling Once Again. Okay, William, so here's the thing about this episode, okay?
Yeah.
I don't like that it opens with like Gowan talking to children, alright?
I mean, there's definite problems at this point with like fucking Gowan. Like
he's a really problematic character if you think about it, with the way that his character is designed and what he says, right? Like with him obsessing over human, I didn't care about that. That's just a joke, right? Because he's a robot, right? And he doesn't like robots and all that dumb shit. But the way that they have this character written with certain lines, like ever since that episode where he talks about, hey, where are the little kids? I know what time they get out of school and they're not here. I'm like, that's not a line you should make any character say in any media, alright? That's not something you should have a main cast member says, hey, where are the little kids? I know what time they get out of school. I know the location of every school within a 6-mile radius, right?
Yeah, it basically gives him a whole stalkerish vibe, which is like not okay. This is like
I wouldn't say stalker. I was gonna say a completely different word, but we'll use that word for.
I mean, we'll
use this one. Hold on, but let's not say anywhere before YouTube hits us with that.
Pretty sure we're on a list somewhere at this point with the shit we said.
Hey, the question is Gowan on a list somewhere. Ooh. Oh yeah, so we have a recycled monster. It's literally a recycle. The monster is literally a recycling monster, right? I think they reuse this character, the Toji Gears monster for this episode, and they just say like, oh yeah, no, he's recycling now, which is really funny as fuck. How do you just get away with that? How did you just get away with just reusing a monster suit they already had, but all they did was slap down the recycling sign on him?
Yeah, right? Basically. It's actually pretty funny, though.
That's actually such a meta joke if you think about it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, he's from Recycle World, and he's a literal recycled the suit, right? It's better than the Zenkaiger Red special, where they're like, oh yeah, this is the super monster and I'm normal monster or some shit, right?
I mean, but then again, we kind of just like fucking. I mean, again, we haven't seen the other fucking. I guess what you call movie or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But
right?
you know.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it, so I can't say about that. But this one is like, it's pretty. It's pretty.
Yeah,
funny.
this joke is really good, and I really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but basically he kidnaps people and he turns them into Kudaks, where the fuck the weekly enemy grunts are and everything, and they have to fight. They're like, we gotta fight these robot, the Kudaks, and we're like, Gal's like, no, I don't want to hit the humans and everything, right?
Right.
Yeah, and then so that happens. Two Kaiser comes in and he's like, he's like, hey, yo hoi hoi, yo hoi hoi. Hoi 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 and everything. That's what he does.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. The yo ho hoi ho ho hoi.
Yeah. And he starts shooting people. He tries to shoot for Bashirara.
Barishitara, right?
Yeah, Barishitara, but he just uses the recycle as a shield, which is pretty fucking great and everything.
Yeah.
It goes into the point about how these characters straight up just speak less, shoot first. Right?
Yeah, pretty much. God.
Yeah.
Here knows this is kind of bad a little bit because
Yeah. So then Zox get attacked by the Kudaks and before he clobbers them, Kaito's like, hold on, those are humans. Don't actually hit them, but Zox like, he still punches the guy in the face, which is funny as fuck. He still goes for it, right? It's just great. Like you see that moment where everyone's like, okay, I guess he's not gonna punch it, but he still does it.
Yeah. They didn't give a shit. They just fucking went ahead and did it. But in the middle of it, then you got like fucking. What's that fucking bird called again? Fucking.
Sechan,
right?
Sechan, yes.
Fucking tells Kaito to use one of the gears again so that he can deal with.
Yep. We used the gears from Deca Ranger, the police episode, and once again, my fucking problem with this show and how god awful these gears are. Right? Yeah, and for some reason, when you use the police gear, you get a fucking literal pair of handcuffs. Yeah. Which is so fucking specific. When the fuck are they?
It doesn't make sense in the fact that, like... I mean, like, first of all, we have another police one, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes, we have the Paddle Ranger, that we saw in the special.
This one...
But their gears was that they use it as an attack. But for the Deca Ranger, they use it just to summon the handcuff of the Deca Ranger that they use to capture.
It's just handcuffs, and all they do is just have a personality change, and that's it. And even it doesn't seem it's not a lot like at all for them to do. And I think if I remember correctly, that's the only time they decided to use a Sentai gear. Afterwards, I think. Oh no, they had another one. Later on.
Yeah, but it just goes with the problem of how Sentai gears, how fucking non-relevant these set, how fucking so little power, or like so incoherent or inconsistent these Sentai gear and everything it does. Like, because it makes no sense. Like, it makes sense because you have the police Sentai. Let's bring up police gear. But then you remember, why didn't the other police Sentai bring up police gear, right?
Yeah.
Right. It makes no fucking sense. Yeah. So Zox and everyone goes back to the shop and they're like, what's with these gears? Oh wait, these are fake gears. These are fake gears. These aren't the real gears. This isn't the SD Gundam gear that I'm looking forward to transform my brother back. Right? My two brothers that got shot, right, off screen. I should really re-edit that scene with gunshots to see how different the impact would feel.
I mean, you can always just like play the clip, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know how we'll do that.
You're right. That's all right. Yeah, so then we cut back to big evil guy who fucking does nothing this show. I don't know what the big bad villain is.
I mean,
whose name I don't even remember at this point. He's really so fucking disconnected from the series. Like, yeah, Bashitara doing majority of all this shit, right? But because I'm not expecting for the big bad guy to fucking come in and fight right away. I at least would have liked if he introduced himself right to the Rangers, like, hey yo, what's up? I'm your big bad guy of this season, right? Right, yeah, but the Rangers don't even know he exists, as far as I'm aware of. Like, they only know Bashitara and the scientist robot exists. And as far as the Rangers are concerned, those are probably the two main bad guys of the season, right?
Yeah, I mean, because like they all they know is like, okay, we need to go to the other world and rescue, stop this shit. They don't know who the main villains are except for the guys who actually come out and says shit to them.
Right? It's like how so we're gonna go back to Kira Major because it's like the only main relevant one we're gonna talk about for us to. It's like how we thought Garuza was the bad villain because we only saw him talk about it, but then when the Emperor came in, he came in right away like ooh, I'm the Emperor. Right, and it made sense from what there's, even though it's still fucking god awful how the Emperor was written in that series, right? But even then, right, it's not like the Emperor was there from the beginning and the Rangers didn't know about it, right? Because throughout the series, we only thought that Garza was the big bad until the Emperor came. But the fact that you have this big bad wall villain that exists and he doesn't do anything in the protagonist's way to stop them, right? Like you have his two henchmen, right?
Yeah, all he does is
like how in Star Wars.
To do shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's like how in Star Wars you only see Darth Vader and you didn't know that Palpatine exists, right? But at least with Star Wars, they know that the Emperor exists, right?
Yeah, like, because they make mentions of him, and then you see him in Episode 5, and you get like you see how Vader is like, who's like basically the guy who's like the most intimidating thing you've seen, right? And then you see him kneeling in front of the Emperor, you're like, oh, this guy, the Emperor's a big deal.
It's like how it's you know that Vader isn't the big bad of the franchise. He's serving under the big bad, and everyone knows about it. But in this series, I'm pretty sure none of the characters know that fucking Bashitara and Irijo or whatever the thing is, the scientist robot's name is, that Ichi Ryu is serving under a big bad, right?
Yeah. They don't know. We know, but they don't know. Yeah. Strangely enough.
Yeah, so, it's really bad from a story, right? Right. If you think about it.
Yeah, because it's just like they. The main characters don't really know they know who they're fighting. They don't know who they're working for though, and that's like, well, it'd be nice to know and see, have an interaction between these two characters, or like, the good guys and the big bad, just so we can establish a kind of rapport or something like that, But I mean, I guess it's okay for now. Sort of. I mean, the thing is, it's the series is pretty lackadaisical to begin with. So, like, I guess it's fine.
Like, there's no big threat with it. Once again, as we go back to the fact that the show doesn't have a big threat to begin with. It's not like they're all chasing a fucking MacGuffin device. Kaito's literally just looking for his parents. That's his only motivation. And the other 4 robots are just fucking there because they have nothing else to do with their lives. Right.
Yeah, they really don't. They just that's kind of why they're hanging around. That
that's so one of the big problems is the way that the plot is written. So I understand this is a kid show, right? It's made for Japanese schoolboys between the ages of 6 and 12. But the way the show is really lazily, like we talk shit about Saber and his story, right? But at least Saber has like a even how bad it is full of holes, right? Like there's an actual end goal. Like, hey, we gotta stop Master Logos from doing Insurrection 3, the insurrectioning, all right? Right, but with this show, like there's no fucking goals. They're so fucking last. Like it's like the other robots don't even have dreams or anything they're achieving. So right, which is the problem with these characters, right? Like there's no personality with any of these goddamn characters. I would have liked if all three, the other 4 robots were working towards something, right? Like they have their own shit that they want to do. Like at least with like Kira Major, right? We know at least, even though the Kira they didn't have like big goals, we know what they're doing. Like Senna wanted to do her track. Sayo's a doctor. She wants to do doctor stuff, I guess. And every other character. But with the Kikai noise, they're nothing. They don't do anything. Yeah. They're just there.
The thing is, they definitely have stuff that sets them apart. They definitely have some personality to them. But again, they're just rather reactive and have no interest in pursuing anything, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have nothing for them to do, right? Except just to hang around with Kaito. Like, hey, yo, Kaito, oh, what's up? You wanna go hang? You wanna go hang around in elementary school later?
I mean,
right?
It'd be nice to see, like, if you get like maybe like Gaon, like, I mean, I know we're kind of shitting on Gaon here, but like realistically within this, maybe if you have Gaon like work at a daycare part time or something like that. Maybe you can get like room, like maybe he just goes to the library all the time because he just wants to fucking learn.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like give them something to do outside of just basically doing their hero job, Because otherwise it doesn't seem like they're really motivated. Or they
like it goes back to how we talked about how Flint and Zox are like the best character in this series so far. Yeah, because their actual character are written goals and everything, and they actually do something.
Yeah, they're actively pursuing said goals. They're actively doing what they need to do. And we
their plot line is secure. Like we know what their the ultimate end goal of their plot line is to save their tuber. Like we know the goal. They have to go through troubles. They have to go through the hero's journey. Blah blah blah. Right? Go through ordeals. But we know they're probably gonna reach their end goal. But with the other characters, only fucking Kaito has a fucking storyline going on. These characters don't do anything.
Yeah,
it's really weird how the show is being written so far. Like, I'm not trying to shout back because this is a kid show, and this show is supposed to be lighthearted, but boy, it's pretty lackluster with what's going on so far with these characters. So Stacy's back this episode.
Just a real quick aside though, because I need to know, because I don't know if it was just me or if it's just like something like, because the two little brothers, right, that got shot off screen.
Ricky and Katana.
Katana. Ricky and Katana or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Right. The CGI looks particularly bad for them, right? Was that just me?
because there's a mix of CGI and practical effects going with both of them, because they have show behind the scene footage of like there's actual models. There's actual scale models of them that they use for the show.
So that's why it feels so off, huh?
Because they keep cutting in between CG and practical effect, which I've always found, but the CG part is really weird because it's so disconnected with what's going on.
Oh, right? Yeah, I'm was like trying to find a scene and I'm rewatching it. Like I do see them like when it's like when Kaito's like doing like, oh yeah, we're gonna collect these to save for
whatever, when the two SD Gundam brothers when they're just doing really basic hand movements and basic movements, and that's the practical model that they have on set that mess around, right? But when they have them like moving around the scene being expressive, that's the CG shit.
Oh, it's just so weird to see it. Like it's just so off. But I mean, I get it though. But where are we in the episode?
Stacy's like, oh, I'm gonna go fight someone. I wanna. Hey, it's Pride Month. Let me out. Let me out. You know, right? Hey, let the fandom force me into a relationship because this show doesn't have a lot going for it, and so they're desperate for any type of relationship to happen with this show.
Is there a relationship going with Stacy right now? Something?
I thought to explain to us how the internet is they're really trying to find reasons for Kaito and Stacy right now, right? Right, it's not like these characters have an actual character. It's just the fact that there's nothing with this. Right, this goes to my problem again with the show and the fact they're all fucking kikanoids, right? How they're all fucking machines. Like, hold on, but here's like, look. If you want to have a human bang a robot, I'm not gonna judge you. All right. If you want to pair yourself with 2B, all right, that's whatever. I'm not gonna judge you and you being shipped with 2B.
Okay,
right?
But here's the thing. At least 2B looks human, right? That's the thing too, and also like. They're not. I don't think they're purely robot, really. No, I forgot. That's the thing. That's the thing in the game. There's androids and robots. They're not. Yeah. They're not entirely robotic. So you know, if you 2B, it's fine. If you want to get with like an actual one of those spherical robots in the game Nier, then I think I might have a problem with you because that's a little weird to me.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the show is really, but like I said, the fans really trying to push Kaito and Stacy. But no, now they're trying to push Kaito and Flint, alright? After they try to push Kaito and Zox before Flint got involved, alright?
Oh, so now, okay. I mean, I guess
they're trying to push Kaito with any other human character that isn't his grandmother, alright?
I would hope that no one does that, but
I mean, look, I'm not gonna judge what the internet wants to pair. Like, if the internet wants to be with their grandmother, that's their thing, all right? I'm not gonna judge them, all right? If you want to be with your grandmother, let us know in the comments, all right? What are your thoughts about that?
I don't think bots have grandmothers, right? Bots just they're just born and then they die all alone. So I don't know.
So Stacy's like, let me in on this action, and they're like, no. Oh, okay, I might have restarted the episode. Let me quickly backtrack and everything. So then we cut back to the main unit. We're still talking about, these are fake gears. We gotta once again, Gowan really obsessing. Like I don't know if it's the way that is written, but boy, they keep making Gowan the characters really crazy. Like, oh, how dare they do this to my sweet little humans? And like, I feel like these are very poor choice of words, right?
Yeah.
To be using for his character. That's really bad. And everything.
Mm-hmm. Basically.
Yeah, so Zox goes out to fight, like, okay, but Kaito's like, don't worry, I have a plan, we're gonna stop them. We're gonna stop them, I have the ultimate plan. Yeah, so Zox encounters a bunch of Kuduks, whatever the fuck these are. Flint comes out of nowhere, which is pretty fucking great. How Flint just comes out of nowhere to stop them. How both of the robots come out to stop them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like if you look at like so around what is it, 9-10 I think, like 9-10, 9-15 around when they show up. Those are the practical models of the two brothers.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, like those are the practical models they have. Yeah, so I like how Flint and the two brothers just show up, they just stranglehold the fuck out of Gowon, right? Jeez, like Flint literally puts him literally fucking has him by his neck too. Yeah. Yeah, so Gowon's like, oh no, stop fighting. Hey, fighting's not cool. Don't do the fights and everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Kaito comes and he has his ultimate plan. His ultimate plan is to, hey, William, come to Brazil. Come to Brazil.
No.
Where is Raph when we need him?
No. God damn it. Fucking Brazil's at it again. Don't, look, if I'm ever transported to Brazil, let me die, okay?
Let you die in Brazil?
Look, no, not in Brazil. Just kill me before I go to Brazil. If I don't want to die in Brazil, okay? If I can get out of Brazil alive, though, all for it, right?
But at least we know Brazil exists in this universe, all right?
I mean, yeah, because they made mention of that. Like, oh yeah, the sun's not in Brazil. I mean, the sun's in Brazil, but it's also here. That fucking thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so Kaito realized the plan to defeat the robots is that apparently robots are ticklish, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I remember that. It's like the most random shit.
It's really fucking weird, right? How fucking, I was like, for some reason that the robots are ticklish. See, they use that to distract the robot to steal their gears.
Yeah. They just tickle them and it's like, okay, yeah, and then we're just gonna take the gears and, I guess that solves the issue for today.
Zox's reaction, it goes back to what we were saying about how Zox is the best. He's like, this is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever fucking seen. Holy shit. God, this is a god-awful plan. Right, that's the best part. It goes back to what we were saying about how Zox is like the best character within this show. With him and his family are like the best characters within the show.
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's never any doubt with those two. Or four. Blech.
Yeah. So they try to stop him. Gowon's like, "Oh, I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you and everything." There you go, right? And then, the best. So then they try, and then it's just this great scene, right? As they're running, right? Because they're running, and they do their roll call as they're running.
Yeah,
right?
that was pretty fun. And then you got Vroom like fucking turning into a goddamn car and just sweeping everyone out.
Yeah, once again, didn't know he could do this. Right?
I mean,
but where's the best thing? He doesn't go that far. Like, he drives... Like, I feel like at the speed that they were running, it was the same. He did not have to transform for that, right?
I mean, yeah, especially because he doesn't even bother picking up Gowon, and Gowon was keeping fucking pace, dude. So,
it's really funny.
Yeah, but definitely real high energy with that, though. Really high energy. Yeah. I'm surprised at that. But yeah, everyone's Zox fan was like, "Well, shit, it's pretty fucking good, actually." And then then you get the Kuduks fucking coming back into the fucking fight, and they're like, "Oh, we can't hurt them." I don't know why they could have just gotten more feathers, but then I guess transforming explodes feathers. Who knows?
I guess so. I don't know what happened to their feathers and everything.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Zox does his little dance, to transform and everything. Right, and they just kick the shit out of the thing, the recycled robot. Right, they just kick the shit out of it.
Right.
But the best part is the robot's like, "Don't you care about recycling?" I was like, "Man, this robot brings a good point." Are they the villains right now? Are they? Is he correct? Are we really destroying the Earth's climate with our pollution? Is climate change real? Can't we just turn on the fan and point it outside to combat climate change?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, honestly, like they really should have used recycling as an enemy, which I thought was kind of interesting. But I guess they kind of have to, I don't know, man. I don't know why recycling is an enemy. Why would you make recycling? Never mind. I'm not gonna. If I start thinking about it,
I like this guy. But if you know the fact that he's turning humans into robots, that's obviously bad. That's really bad. Right? But his message is pretty good.
Yeah, his message is good, except for the fact that he turns humans into robots. Yeah.
Yeah. If you ignore that, he has a good point.
Yeah, but then he also then you get the other Sentai gear, right?
Yeah. So once again, this goes to my fucking problem, right? So they used the Go Under gear, right? So Go Under, William, is a car themed season once again, right?
Right.
It's one of the many fucking cars. There's been like 4 car themed seasons within this fucking franchise. It goes to how fucking incoherent. Here's the best part: they transformed. So they used the Sentai, the Go Under Sentai gear. But here's the thing: so Zatsu, and he summons the Go On Wings, all right, which have nothing to do with cars. They're Go On Wings are 2 siblings, Go On Silver and Go On Gold, right? Go On Silver, best girl, all right?
Okay.
Best girl, all right?
okay, I don't understand, but all right.
Right, that use wings. I'm gonna. Hey, you talk about this while I Google image a girl, all right? This sounds really bad out of context, but just keep going.
Why are you gonna say it like that, though? You know what you're saying.
No. Alright, just keep talking. I'm just gonna quickly pull up some. Okay. If you check our group chat, you saw some image that were posted.
I was confused why that was there. But...
Just keep going. I'm gonna post some image myself. All right.
Okay. Sure.
All right.
Yeah, but I mean, fuck. Where were we? Yeah, they fucking get destroyed.
This is Go On Silver, by the way.
Oh, okay.
This is best girl.
So this is what the chat's gonna be, just like pictures from like of the many models that act in fucking Sentai or Kamen Rider. Is this what's gonna happen now, Austin?
That's what's gonna turn. This is what our group chat. It's just us googling image Japanese actress and posting their risque photo shoots.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus fuck. I mean, that's the thing, because I saw you post, like I saw you guys post that. I was like very confused, like, why is this here? Who are these people? I was just like, yeah, there's a GIF and everything of these, of a girl like in a fucking pool or whatever. Just fucking confused as shit.
Hey, if you Google image her name, you get a lot more results. That's for sure.
Okay, what's her name?
Yumi Sugimoto.
Yumi. Oh wait, that's familiar. Okay.
What? I mean, that's familiar. Have you looked up this actress?
I wasn't looking at the actress per se. I was in a I was in a Japanese model phase. I'll just tell you that. Right?
Oh boy, that's problematic.
What do you mean that's problematic? How is that problematic?
I don't know.
What do you mean? Okay, explain. How is that problematic?
No, hey, like Gowon, we will never explain it, alright?
Okay, sure. I mean, sure. Just for God, look, that's the point of the pictures in the first place, for people to look at them.
Wait. Hey, we will explain this in our spin-off media, alright? Where we will discover this in backstories, okay?
No!
Stay tuned for that whenever we release that.
Jesus. There's not a problem. I'm gonna say it's not a problem. That's why they made the photo shoots in the first place. God damn it.
Anyway. Yeah, so Gaudon and Zox transferred to the Go-On Wings. They have jet powers. That was their gimmick. Then they killed, defeat the guy. Right? The people turn back to the Kudots turn back into humans and everything. But here's the worst part. There was Kikanoids within that group, right? So he transformed other robots into different robots?
Yeah? Wait, hold on. When does this... Wait, hold on. Different robots? What are you talking about?
Go to 16.
Yeah, that fucking bullshit. Yeah, not bullshit. What am I saying? Fucking... Wait, what? Oh, yeah. They turn out robots into robots. Right? Yeah. That's kind of fucking weird, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. So that's the whole thing. I didn't exactly acknowledge that in my head, but now that you're pointing out, it just fucking confused me for a second. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Oh, yeah.
So they bring back, so recycling monster becomes big, and then he brings back other past enemies of the weekend, and they have a little joke. They're the Monster Sentai, which is a good joke. That's a meta joke about the franchise, right? So they bring back sushi, ice cream, mushroom, wherever the fuck you want to call these creatures, everything. They're like, yeah, so this was that we go back to the fucking bird explaining stuff again. Once again, actually doing a least a somewhat decent job. So the bird references, so within Sentai, there is these things. So you got the main rangers, and every now and then you'll get evil rangers. They're not ranger team. They're just really it's like so best way to Justice League, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. So you have the Justice League of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. So and then you have the Justice. What are called the
Injustice League or something.
The Crime Syndicate of America, I believe.
They're the
parallel Earth fucking version with Owlman, Ultraman. Like you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know. I remember what you mean. I definitely remember that. I wanted to say.
I just can't remember her name, but you got those evil variants, right? They're not. So these aren't Ranger teams. They're just like, oh yeah, the villains made their own evil Ranger, pseudo Ranger team that exists.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was an Injustice League. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, were they actually called the Injustice League?
No, I thought they were parallel. But I'm not like a parallel universe thing. But I'm talking about. I remember there being like a group of actual supervillains within the DC universe that you would get. Like you get the Joker, you get Poison Ivy, Black Adam.
No, that's just a villain group. I'm talking about like the actual like evil variants.
Oh, so
like Ultraman, Owlman, wherever the fuck Wonder Woman.
Oh, so this isn't just like enemies that just run in parallel. These are actual like alternate universe enemy parallels type of thing.
Yeah, something like that. It's like an actual evil team of villains, right? So so the bird actually does a decent job. Like, oh yeah, sometimes villainous Sentai teams would appear to. So the bird for once actually does his job, even though he doesn't fully explain it. He gives a good enough explanation, like of what the giant monster gears teams are. So that's nice to know. Right, like the bird isn't fully useless.
Mm. So now you approve.
Yeah. The bird actually does his job. So yeah, then they just refight the enemies awake. They got added that runtime and everything of fighting the enemy of the week and everything. But it turns out they get their ass kicked. Oh yeah, it turns out like how we in Kamen Rider Saber have we been saying, game tactics works, all right. Yeah. If you just have 5 people beat up 2 people, if you have 5 people beat up 2 people that were originally 5, but then they decide to become 2, you would win instead of having a 5-on-5 fight. It turns out. Right? Yeah. Maybe if you have 4 people become 2, that's probably not a good idea, because we established that the fucking the fucking Kikanoids can become giant versions of themselves. All right, they didn't have to combine to the Megazord form, right? They could have just fought them as the big version, and it probably would have been a fairer fight. Right? Yeah. Instead of them becoming the stupid Megazord to fight, I feel like you put yourself at that disadvantage, right?
Yeah, I mean, they really should have been doing that at this point. They can turn big. They don't need to join together. They can fight them, But I mean, I guess they won't do it because they.
Yeah, I don't know why, right? But then when they get their ass kicked, it turns out who would have thought, right? Yeah, and then Zox is like, okay, don't worry, hey, gotta sell the toy, so new form. Of his stupid crocodile ship thing. Mm-hmm. So we get the other brother's transformation this episode of Ricky. I think that's the other one. Ricky, and he has a fucking Gatling gun for his arm, which is insane.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking shit. Wild. Jeez. Oh god. Hold on. What's he supposed to be based off of again?
So he is based off of O Ranger, the 19th Sentai season. Dude, this is the one where I explained to you where they had to rewrite the season. In the middle, they had to rewrite the show twice because it turns out if you have a natural disaster and a terrorist attack within 1 year of a TV production, you will probably have to rewrite your shows to avoid those themes you established early on in your season.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's fucking
Yeah, so he transforms. So basically, here's the best part: unlike Katana, the red robot, when he transformed into a giant sword, right? Ricky just went to a giant Gatling gun. It is not relevant to O Ranger whatsoever. It's nothing relationship to O Ranger. O Ranger did not have a giant Gatling gun. No, hold on, they did, but that was a side Megazord. For the main Megazord, they did not have a giant Gatling gun. One of the side Megazord was a giant Gatling gun, but the main Zords did not have a giant Gatling gun.
Oh my god.
Which is funny as fuck. If you think about it.
Yeah. God, it's fucking wild though. Fucking Gatling gun of all things.
Mm-hmm.
They're really embracing the gun aspect of this show.
Yeah.
Also, fucking Stacy's fucking sword. I don't know. I mean, it's fucking
Star Caesar Robo or something like that.
What's that the name?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Oh, Star Caesar. Yeah, Star Caesar or whatever, right? Yeah.
Star Caesar Robo. Yeah. So then it turns out the power of guns could defeat them all. So use the power of guns. He used the power of guns to defeat them. But don't worry, Stacy comes back. Stacy, he's like, oh, it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal, kid.
I really like the fucking attack. The fucking, like, how they, like... Because you know how he had that special move where he just throw those two things, right? Mm-hmm. I really like the presentation of that, I will say.
Oh, when he has the fuck, what do you call the Inca line thingies?
Oh, I think
with the pyramid. Yeah, I think I don't know.
Because the thing is, he pulls those two Stacy pulls those two things off the back. Of his sword.
Stacy, I thought you were talking about Gokaiger.
No.
Tukaiser. Oh, you're talking about Stacy attack. Yeah, that's very vintage. That's vintage Sentai.
It's really good though. Like I fucking like the feel of it.
Yeah, so we talked about how Stacy's based on Down Fever J, a really old, one of the earliest, the third Sentai season. That's he literally, his way that his attack is done is just reminiscent of like those early tokusatsu special effects, right? Mm-hmm. Where you have like you just repeat the frames and you just fucking turn down the opacity with the attack to make it look way cooler, right? That's just such early vintage Sentai shit. Especially when you cross them, you see that light. Mm-hmm. That quick sunlight, that's also reminiscent of early VHX of early Sentai attack.
Yeah, but seeing it in like a high definition type of thing definitely makes it seem a lot like really, really good though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is really cool. So I really do like his character. So even though I've been shitting out the season of being an anime, at least they actually do pay attention to the stuff that, like, outside of the Sentai gear, at least what the other characters doing, right, makes it's really good callbacks and everything.
Yeah. It's actually
so really Stacy destroys the recycle robots. Like, I don't need this. We don't need the robot. Like, well, yeah.
Yeah, he's just fucking pissed off, destroying everybody. It just kind of just irks him. Mm-hmm. He's like, no, it has to be me, and then he just kills everyone else off. And he's like, okay, now I'm gonna kill you. But it just doesn't.
Yeah, and that's this week's episode. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then as in a oh god, in an actual cliffhanger. Ooh boy, what's gonna happen next episode?
Yeah, I mean, it's like if only we had an episode preview or something. I don't know, man.
And then stuff happens next, which we will talk about next episode.
Yep.
And who knows what will happen next episode, right? And yeah, it's a fun episode. Yep. Yeah, I think this is one of the better episodes, I guess, that's been airing. Once again, like always, Zox's family is the best thing about this show.
Yeah,
right. I'm really concerned about Gala, and I feel like we really need to call. We need to call the Japanese police about this character.
You think we should just get on Twitter and get everybody to cancel Gala?
Oh, should we get canceled? Hey, if you're in Southeast Asia, should we cancel Gala? Let us know. Let us know along with your thoughts about the Israeli-Palestine conflict.
There's no leader to that. There's no leader. You can't just bring it up. What are you doing?
I can't just mention the Israeli-Palestine conflict.
No, you can't.
In the last part of this video.
We had some lead-in before when we were recording for Kamen Rider. You can't. There's no lead for this.
Okay, hey, India, let us know about what your thoughts about the House Senate not wanting to do a 9/11 style commission about the insurrection because it was vetoed by the Republican side. All right, let us know your thoughts about American politics in the comments.
God damn it.
Right, is that it? You want to talk about anything else?
No, I'm done with this. I'm
done. You want to chat about anything else?
No, I'm done.
Okay, hey, watch a Dark Quiet Death, all right? That's a good episode. That's a really good show. That's a really good standalone episode. All right, that's it. That's all I have to say. Anything else?
Nope. No.
Okay. All right. Coronavirus is still a thing that wash your hands, wear a mask, get your shots. Kate, thanks, bye.